What is going on, y'all? It's your girl Turtle, and I am back again with another video. I want to try to get back onto the whole ranking videos as best as I can. Right now, doing the whole tier list thing is kind of off-putting right now, just because it's really hard to get like a good list for those. So I'm gonna still try to do some ranking videos, but they're just gonna be a little bit different, kind of like what I'm about to do right now. So I let you guys vote, and it was almost a majority landslide out of all the votes. Majority vote wanted me to say my 10 favorite, like what I think are the best pets in Adopt Me. Now, before I get started, I want to make it very clear that this is a personal list. This is how I feel about them, why I think they're the best ones and stuff. I want you guys to take it as that. I don't want you guys thinking that I am biased against other pets. I think most of the pets in Adopt Me are great. Obviously, some I'm not really particular fond of, but everybody has their own preferences. And as always, I want you guys to respect my opinions, and I will respect your opinions, basically. And of course, I would like to know in the comments down below, what do you guys think of my list? And I would like to know, what are your 10 favorite pets in Adopt Me? And also, this list has nothing to do with their rarity factor whatsoever. It has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with the design, how I feel about them personally, just, my outlook on all of them, pretty much. But let's go ahead and get started. By the way, I will be doing the countdown 10 to 1. So I'm going to start with, number 1 being in, the best of the best. Like, this is, the number 1 pet to me. And obviously, I'm not gonna lie, this list was actually really hard for me to make because I love so many of the pets. So this was really hard to actually rank my 10 favorite because they're literally my favorites. But I'm gonna start with the lower and work all the way up to number 1. So we're gonna start with 10. Starting in at number 10 is the beautiful sea turtle. Funny enough, sea turtles are actually my number 1 favorite animal in the whole entire world. And I know it's going to sound really weird for it to be my number 1 in real life, but it's my number 10 out of all my favorites. Hear me out. The sea turtle is adorable. Don't get me wrong. I love the sea turtle. I think design is super cute. I love, obviously, if you want to make it a green one, you can change the coloring of it and stuff. But obviously, I feel like there's definitely better designed pets than the sea turtle. The sea turtle is right now a limited legendary. It was released February 28th, and obviously of this year. It is a part of the endangered egg. So you can still buy it right now because obviously the endangered egg is still here. And you can get it in the admin abuse eggs, the endangered eggs, or you can also get it for the basic or crystal eggs by you trading in tickets, basically. There is only a 1.5% chance of getting the sea turtle. And like I said, what I like about this guy is I think, like I said, the design is super adorable. I will say this, I do not like its neon or mega. I do not like it. These are one of those pets I prefer it to be as is, honestly, because I think as a neon and mega, I think it's too flashy, too much for this animal. I feel like some pets are better as megas and neons, and this just is not one of them. Like I said, this is only getting a ranking as the 10 spot because there's just other pets I do like design wise and personality wise more than the others, honestly. Obviously, the sea turtle had to make it on the list just for the simple fact, though, I love sea turtles. Like I said, super adorable. Love the design. I have one. I named him Crush from Finding Nemo. I gotta change his coloring. I even put the turtle shell pet wear on him to make it look like squirts riding on his back. Like I said, I love sea turtles. But like I said, this will stay at 10. Alrighty. In number 9th place, we have the Sakura Spirit. So this is a limited legendary pet that was released April 4th in 2025. It was a part of the Cherry Blossom Festival, and you were able to purchase it for 1,000 Robux during the event or from the item rotation, the Cherry Blossom Wagon. Unfortunately, now obviously it can only be from trading, basically. I absolutely love this pet. I remember when I first saw this pet and I didn't know it existed, because you guys have been mindful, I haven't played Adopt Me in 3 years. So I have missed so much of the good stuff. And I didn't know about a lot of the pets when I came back. The things I remembered was like from the ocean and moon egg kind of vibe. You know what I mean? Like it's been a minute. So I missed like a lot of the good crucial eggs and a lot of the good pets basically. And this was one of them. When I first saw that this was a pet, I knew I had to have it. One thing you will understand about me is I love learning about different cultures around the world. I always said one of the places I want to visit is Italy, and the other one I want to go visit Japan. And I love cherry blossom trees, sakura trees. Like, I'm not even a big pink person, but I love cherry blossom. I love the coloring. It's super delicate pink. Like, it's perfect. And honestly, I think the design of this is just so beautiful. And I love watching it in game, just like swirling around and flying and stuff. And I was so excited when I got mine finally from trading and stuff. Like, it was just perfect. Like I said, I absolutely love this pet. Like I said, the only thing I think I don't like about this pet, which obviously I could change myself, is probably the yellow. Honestly, I don't know if it's just me. The yellow kind of, I mean, it's cute, but like I feel like a different color might be a little bit better. I don't know. I haven't played with it yet. It also could be the picture because it definitely looks a lot better in person, hands down. But it's such a cute dragon, and honestly, probably my personal favorite like dragon out of all the dragons. I'm pretty sure on this list. Like I don't even think I have another dragon on this list. So yeah, like I said, this is just a true beauty, and I just love the design of it. I love the way it moves in the game, and I'm just very happy to have it. Coming in at number 8 is the Glormy Dolphin. This is a limited legendary pet that was released May 2nd of 2025. It could have been purchased in the Moon Temple for the 25 currency that they had for that going on at the time. And let me just tell you guys, like, I have nothing bad to say about this dolphin at all. It is so beautiful. I love the way that it looks like a galaxy. Like, it is just so stunning. The coloration is perfect on this dolphin. I honestly would be upset if anybody actually hated on this pet because I think out of all the Glormy pets, this one's my favorite. Hands down. Like, don't get me wrong, the Glormy crab, Hound, and Leo, they're all really pretty. Don't get me wrong. But something about the Glormy Dolphin's design just really settles differently for me. I love the purple scale. The perfect like ombre toning of the colors together, and then adding the sparkle effect to literally give off the galaxy vibe to me is just so beautiful. Like, I'm speechless. To be honest with you, though, I do not like it as a Neon or Mega. I looked at both of them, and I do not like either one. And I've even owned a Neon one. And honestly, all it does is make it glow more than it already does. But the thing is about the Glormy Dolphin is it glows perfectly on its own. Like I said, I know some people obviously love it as a Mega or a Neon. That's fine. I personally think it is just too beautiful by itself that it doesn't really need to be a Neon or Mega. And the only reason why it's being placed at the 8th spot is just because there's other pets I do like more than the Glormy Dolphin. But like I said, the Glormy Dolphin is a very solid pet in my opinion, and I absolutely love this pet so much. Alrighty, coming in at number 7 is the Balloon Unicorn. This was a limited legendary pet that was released June 28th, 2024. It was part of the 3rd week of the Summer State Fair. The players were able to purchase it for 1,000 Robux. So this is the only pet on my list that I do not own, unfortunately. Everything else I own. This is the only one I have not gotten owned yet, and only reason why is because the value is just so high on this pet. Don't get me wrong, though. Like, I love this pet. I just don't know if I'll ever own it anytime soon just because of how expensive the rarity is and how hard it is to trade it. I have stuff that would probably like equal out to its value, but it's stuff that I'm not willing to part with, if that makes sense. So unfortunately, getting the Balloon Unicorn is probably not going to happen for a good long while. Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. I know you guys couldn't see it, but there was something on my phone and it was bothering me, and I was trying to get it off, but I accidentally tapped the video. But no, now, funny enough, I actually really don't like a lot of the unicorn pets like that. I'm not crazy about the unicorn. The evil unicorn's okay. I do not like any of the gold or diamond, so don't even try to test me on that one. No. The balloon unicorn is probably the only unicorn I actually really like a lot. I think it's super cute. I love that it's kind of different. Like, it's not like an actual like animal pet. It's literally a balloon animal pet. Like, that's just so funny. I personally think they need to make a balloon egg at one point and include like other like balloon animals. That'd be so cool in my opinion. Like, I don't know if you guys like a balloon dog pet would be so adorable. Like, I don't know, that's just me. But like I said, I just love the balloon unicorn. I think it's such a cute, simple design. Um, I would say when it comes to its neon and mega, it's cute. I like the lighting effect on its like mane and stuff. I think it's really pretty. I think it's good in any format that it's been given, which is why I kind of put it over the Glormy Dolphin for that simple fact that that's neon and mega, in my opinion, is better. Glormy Dolphin wise, I feel like Glormy Dolphin does take the reins, like design wise is better. But I will give it to the Balloon Unicorn just for the simple fact the design is great, and then also the Neon and Mega are like better in my opinion. That's just my opinion though. Alright? Y'all can come at me all you want. Alright, coming in at number 6 is the Werewolf. So, the Werewolf was a limited legendary that was released October 26th in 2023. It was part of the Halloween event, and it was able to be found in the shop and purchased for 600 Robux. So, I love this pet so much. It is my favorite wolf in the whole entire game, besides the dire wolf. I would say it's between these two probably, but definitely the werewolf is my favorite. For the simple fact, I love that it actually changes its appearance. Like, this is why I have this picture here, is to show you. So, on the left side, this is what it looks like during the day. And as soon as night rolls in, it, like, literally goes into werewolf mode. And also the Scare Bear does the same thing. But, obviously, I prefer the werewolf over the Scare Bear. Scare Bear is still cute. Scare Bear, I would say, is probably, like, at least in my top 15. Maybe 20, maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'd have to, like, really look into that. But, you know, I love Halloween. I love everything to do with Halloween. So this is why I also love the werewolf, because it's a Halloween vibe pet, and I absolutely love that. And I'm not gonna lie, I have one. And it was pretty expensive trying to get this guy because his value is actually pretty high. I wouldn't say, like, obviously he's, like, the most highest valued pet ever, but in my inventory, I would say my most valuable pets I own is him, my strawberry shortcake bat dragon, and my turtle. I would say those are probably my top 3 most expensive pets I own, honestly. I could be wrong. I could probably have more, but those are like the 3 at the top of my head that I could think of that I actually have that are pretty expensive. Hands down, though, I love this pet. I think it looks fantastic. There is pets, obviously, I love a little bit more than this one. This one was really hard for me to place, like, at the 6th ranking because I wanted to put it higher. But, like I said, there's just a couple other ones that kind of, like, had the reins over this one. But I absolutely love the werewolf. Alrighty, coming in at number 5th place, or 5th place, is the Prismatic Butterfly. This was a limited legendary pet that was released part of the Return of the Butterfly Sanctuary June 6, 2025. They were able to get it using a Snapdragon flower, which cost the 25 currency that was in the game at the time. It was also replaced by the Moonbeam Butterfly June 13, 2025. Obviously, not anymore, but, you know, they did replace it. So, there was a 4% chance of obtaining this with a Snapdragon flower. I wasn't here for that, but I did get one from trading, and I absolutely love the Prismatic Butterfly. Out of all the butterflies, this one is actually my favorite, hands down. There's so many butterflies, and I'm only missing 2 right now. The only 2 I'm missing is the diamond and the orchid, because those 2 are, I think, the most valuable butterflies, I'm pretty sure. I know the orchid definitely is. That one is very high in value. I probably will never get to own that one for a long while, but every other butterfly I do have. I have the Moonbeam, the Prismatic, I have the blue, emerald, or the green, or whatever it's called, the violet, purple, whatever. I have all of them, literally. And the Prismatic out of all of them is my absolute favorite. I love the rainbow design on this guy. I think it's an absolutely stunning, like, the artwork. It's just, I don't know how to even describe how I feel about this butterfly. I think the color tones of the details is just perfect for this guy. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. I do not like its neon and mega though. I don't. Not really at all. Because I feel this thing doesn't really need it because it doesn't make it look better in my opinion, because you can't you can't mess with perfect. And this is how I feel about this butterfly. I feel it is perfect. Like, I even love that they made like the middle part green because it contrasts really well with like the other colors. Even though there is green on the wings, it's a lighter shade of green. So I feel like it helps to pop it out more. And just overall, the like I said, even the white dot detailing on the wings, like everything about this pet is just perfectly detailed. And hands down one of the prettiest pets ever, in my opinion. Which is why it is a number 5 spot. Obviously, I have some other pets that I like a little bit more, though. Alrighty, in the number 4th spot, we have the alley cat. So this is an ultra rare pet, and I think this is the only ultra rare pet I've even mentioned so far. I am pretty sure every pet I have mentioned has been a legendary. And I'm pretty sure, I think there's only 2 on this list that aren't legendaries, I'm pretty sure, which is this one and another one I'll get to in a second. I did not realize that until now. And it has literally nothing to do with them being legendaries. I just love the way the pets look and how the designs are, pretty much. Anyway, though, the alley cat is a limited ultra rare pet. It was released August 24th in 2023, and it was obtained by hatching the urban eggs, which I have gotten a lot of, and I have not hatched a single alley cat. Both alley cats I have gotten, I gave one to my friend, but the other one was mine, obviously. I got from trading. I have opened pretty much everything else out of the urban egg but this guy. I don't know why he's so hard to get. But, so, this pet is actually personal for me. It's not even, yes, it's the design, but it's why the design is personal. So, I have mentioned before, I have a cat in real life. His name is Preview. He is what they call a blue tabby cat, which means he's that bluish gray color, just like this alley cat is. Has the stripes on his back and everything. And my cat actually used to be a street cat when I adopted him and stuff, through the shelter and stuff. You know, you learn a little bit about the animal and stuff. And, you know, it kind of felt personal because it's like my cat technically was like an alley cat. And on top of that, this is the only cat in the game that actually looks like him. I tried to recolor one of the ginger cats to look like him, but the problem is it's too stubby. Because my cat, I wouldn't say he's skinny, but he's not fat either. He's got like a very like long body compared to some other cats, if that makes sense. So he doesn't look like he weighs a lot, but he does have weight to him. But that's why I feel like the alley cat fits his like design better. The only thing about it I wish I could change is the gray around the eye, but I can't because it would change the underbelly, which my cat does have 2 tones of gray on him, which is fine though. So this hits personally, and this is also my favorite cat in the game, for design purposes and just because it's a very personal feeling for me. And this will be an animal that I will forever have in my Adopt Me because it makes me think of my own baby. So, yeah. Coming in at number 3 is the river otter. This was a limited rare pet that was released June 26 in 2026. It was week 2 of the summer camp event that just recently happened, and you were able to get it for 35,000 acorns. You could also hatch it from a basic egg, a crystal egg, or an admin abuse egg. And obviously now you can only get it from trading because, you know, the summer camp event just ended recently at the end of July. I don't think I have to say much. You guys already know how I feel about the river otter. I love otters. Probably definitely my second favorite animal in the whole entire world after turtles. I absolutely love otters. I love the river otter design so much. I freaked out when I first saw Adopt Me was releasing this as one of the pets. And they also have a regular otter too, but I do like the river otter way more than the regular otter. I have both though, so don't get it twisted. And let me just say, I think it's such an adorable neon and mega too. I actually think the neon and mega is absolutely adorable. So, because I own a mega river otter and I named him River, but you guys also know, if you guys watch my videos, I have a pink river otter that's just normal that I named Luna. I love her. She is my baby. And like I said, I have nothing bad to say about this at all. And also, one of my favorite things, and I forgot to mention this with the Glormy Dolphin, One of my favorite things about the Glormy dolphin and the river otter is when they get paired next to their own kind, they start moving and swimming around and doing things with each other. It's so cute. And don't even get me started about the river otter just laying on its back to sleep. Like, everything about this pet is just so perfect to me. It's just the cutest little thing ever. I'm so sad to rank it in third place only because there's two other pets that have my heart over the river otter more. But trust me, this was a very close one. This one almost was in second. But, you know, it's not in third by much. Let's just say that, okay? But I love my river otters, so. Coming in the second place is Cerberus. This was a limited legendary pet that was released in October 28th of 2020. It was part of the Halloween event, and it cost 500 Robux, and it also went on sale for 400 in the final stop shop. And unfortunately, it left the game May 18th in 2023, which is crazy because they had it on there for quite a while, actually. Crazy enough. But it was obtained through the pet shop, and the only reason why I remember this is because if you guys ever watched like my very old videos from 3 years ago, I did have a Cerberus. I ended up trading all my pets away because I quit Adopt Me, and like I said, I was gone for 3 years. But he was absolutely like my favorite pet I had at the time. And I was really sad that I didn't have him anymore when I came back. So obviously I ended up trading and getting another one because I literally bought mine, you know, from the shop. Like, I didn't trade for him. Like, he was one of those pets I owned originally. And I just, like I said, I just loved him. I loved him so much. I love mythology. I love Greek gods and goddesses and stuff like that. But he happens to be one of my favorite creatures of all time with mythology. Like, and I love seeing all the different art styles of him. And I love him in, like, Adopt Me version, too. I think he's so adorable. Like, for one, it's a 3-headed dog. That is just adorable to me. 2, I like his derpy little tongue face. Like, I love how his little tongues are sticking out and he's got like a whole derpy look to him. He is just absolutely adorable to me. Honestly, I have never seen his Neon and Mega before, to be honest with you. And I'm looking at it right now because I can see pictures of it while I'm making this video. Honestly, I don't like it. I like him just the way he is. I think Serby is perfect just the way he is. I don't think he needs to change for nobody. But like I said, he also holds a special dear to me because it feels like a Halloween pet kind of vibe. Because like I said before, I love Halloween. I have so many Halloween pets, and he's definitely one of my personal favorites. I just absolutely love this guy. And without further ado, what you guys have all been waiting for is my number 1 spot for my favorite Adopt Me pet. I'm not gonna lie, this one was a little controversial because it was between the river otter, the turtle, and Serby. And I really had to narrow it down. So the turtle ends up getting the number 1 spot. So the turtle is a legendary pet that was released on February 29th in 2020. It was with the Aussie egg. So you obviously can't get those anymore because that was back in 2020. You had a 3% chance of hatching the turtle. 3% chance of hatching a legendary, but only a 1.5 of hatching a turtle. I'm gonna lie, I paid $10 for my turtle. And I have a neon fly ride turtle. So I was very happy with that. His neon, I like it a lot. And I do like his mega. It's really cute. I probably won't ever have a mega version of him just because I was lucky to even get the neon. So, and let me just talk about this guy. For one, it's a turtle. I love turtles. Hands down, my favorite animal of all time. And what's not to love? He's got that very old classic, like, Adopt Me look to him. And he's a pretty valuable pet too, honestly. Like, and I don't even love him because of his value. I love him just because I love turtles, literally. But the fact that he has a good value set makes him even better. And now let me tell y'all, one of my favorite things about this turtle is one of his tricks. If you guys have not seen it, his trick 2, I believe, yeah, trick 2 is one of my favorite tricks out of all the Adopt Me pets. He literally takes 3 turtle shells, so it looks like he's taking his babies, and it literally is juggling the turtle shells. It's so funny and so cute. And it's almost like he's juggling his children. And I don't know why I love that. I just love it. Yeah. But I have nothing bad to say about this pet. Like, this was my number one dream pet to get out of all the pets in Adopt Me. And I'm very happy to have mine. So, like I said, there's nothing bad to say about this pet. The design is perfect to me. I love how cute it looks. Like, you could change the coloring up and it could look really cool in different color scales, in my opinion. I like a lot of the pet wares on it. Like I said, I love its trick too. It's adorable. And it looks great as a neon or a mega. And also the value on this guy is pretty decent too. So all in all, I think the turtle is a very solid pet to have. And I've seen people hate on this pet and it makes me sad. But anyway, guys, that is my ranking of my 10 favorite pets in Adopt Me. Like I said, this is all personal and how I feel about the pets. You guys can agree to disagree, and I would love to hear your guys' opinions and thoughts down below in the comments, and I would love to know what are your 10 favorite pets in Adopt Me. You can get detailed with it, or you could just make a list 1 through 10 and say which ones they are. I will read everything and respond accordingly as best as I can, and obviously I will respect your opinions as long as you respect mine. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Make sure you guys leave a like if you did. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and hit the bell for post notifications so you guys do not miss a video by me. And as always, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!